What is going on, people of the internet? What is going on, y'all? It is Ryan here, your host of the ChatBot podcast. We are back with a special guest who's been on the show before. This has become a trend. Last episode, we had the bot doctor himself here with us, dropping knowledge bombs. Vince VG Wicker, you are the man. Thanks for joining us once again. And today, we're back with the Wonder Woman, Wendy herself. She has put out some awesome funnel stars for you guys for the free that will supercharge your Facebook page instantly. She is a genius. She is gamified Facebook Messenger, y'all. For those of you that are restaurants using TTT, the games that she has provided you are a lot more than just time wasters for your staff, believe me. Your food orders are coming out on the busy night. The kids at the table, number 17, they're crying, they're bored, they're hungry. How do you distract them? They don't bring their Game Boy into the restaurant anymore. It's 2020, right? I don't know, maybe they do. I'm sure they do. But I can assure you, they need to be distracted in some way. And a very beneficial way could be, should be, chatbot games. And there are some fun ones, y'all. I hope you will do me a big favor. Say hello in the comments to the one and only bot Wonder Woman herself, Wendy. What is going on? She's back.
Hey, hello. Can you hear me?
Perfectly. We hear you well. How you doing?
Awesome. Fine. Thank you for having me back. How are you?
Excellent. We are glad to have you back. Thank you so much for the awesome funnel starters. They've been downloaded so many times. The rock paper scissors game, I think to date has been the most downloaded add-on funnel that we offer. So congratulations to you.
Thank you. That's amazing. I'm very glad that they are liking it.
And since the last episode, tell us how you been. What have you been up to? What new tricks do you have up your sleeve? Tell us the things.
Well, we were talking about it before, but we added something new to the rock, scissors, paper game. We added a little bit of a challenge to make it a little bit more interactive with the user. So we added a leaderboard.
A
Now,
leaderboard.
yeah, now you can see who's on first place or second according to how many times they have beaten the bot on proxies or paper.
That
That's
is absolutely incredible. And what are some use cases for leaderboards for those that are just like what you they're talking about Facebook Messenger. What is this leaderboard they're talking about? What can this actually do?
well, for instance, at least in the city I live in, I think in most cities will be something like this. There are trivia nights in some of the restaurants. So now you can have your trivia night sponsored inside your bot, and you can have in real time the correct answers and the time that it took, so you can give them points because of that. And in that you can have like the first, second, third, and whatever places you want to have.
That is absolutely incredible. Let me put this caption on the screen. I'm thinking that maybe you might be one of the few people that can talk fast like me. I can't even keep up with the way you're typing. Actually, guys, I I
Stop the
built.
trivia.
I'm telling you, we're not. I'm not playing against you and trivia. We're on the same team. She is faster than the frickin' at the table server can handle some of the time. I mean, she's just like boom, 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 boom the entire time. So
If I don't do it, I forget it.
exactly, but it's like riding a bike and it's on a motorcycle. She's so fast. But hello, at the table trivia. Hello, this is something that I thought that would be amazing to offer restaurants. Even the ones that were closed, which it's like how can a restaurant if they're closed, due to state or government, country regulations, due to the health stuff going on, how can they interact with their customers? Like what could a locked down city do? And this is something I think whether you're locked down or you're in the restaurant, it's a solution and there's so many benefits. because of what? The opt-ins, right? And that I think is the powerful piece. And so before we get into, why and how you built the game, like, can you explain to the non-builder folk out there what the benefit is of a customer, and let's just say it's, a couple out on a date. Maybe they're waiting
Uh,
for the food, and maybe it's their first date and it's awkward. How can, like, what does the chat bot do? So if the both people in the party, the both people on the date, both hit the table QR code or the NFC tag, boom, they're in the bot. What does that actually do for the restaurant? Can you
okay,
explain
for the
that a little bit?
well, it have multiple benefits for a lot of the parties. For instance, for the restaurant, for starters, you can have a way to keep in communication with the user. Okay,
Oh, there you go. Hey,
okay,
sorry about that.
you can stay in communication with the user because you now have them as a subscriber inside your bot. So now
Hmm.
you can do some follow up. You can track maybe what they like, or maybe you can have more information about, I don't know, vegan, meat lover, or whatever. You can start getting some more information to have personalized um, offers for them, or coupons. For the restaurant, that's the main use that you can do, right? You have the option. If it's a game, you can have them interacting more frequently. So your
Boom.
24 hours go like bigger. Like,
It
I don't know
doesn't
if I can say
stop.
it.
No,
Aha.
that's a great way to say that, and that's like, I think, a lot of people, and I see this in a group that I won't name anymore because, censorship and stuff. We'll talk about that later in the episode, I'm sure, as I get hyped
Yeah, I
up.
know.
Me, I'm gonna bring it there, but I see people all the time going into that group asking the same question: how can I send messages to my subscribers now that this new 24-hour rule is here? And for me, that never like slowed me down one bit. You just keep on rolling, but you have to find creative ways to keep that conversation going, right?
Yeah, well, the 24 hours only make you to be more interested, well, more interesting for the people. That's all it's making you to
Think
become.
harder, work. Yes, as a builder, it separates bad bots from good bots, bad
Yes.
builders from gangster builders. That's
Well,
my opinion.
it will separate interesting bots from non-interesting bots that can be spammy if they are not
A
interested.
1000%.
So actually, it again will help you as a restaurant. You have an excuse to have them back or have them interacting. For instance, I have one rock scissors papers in my school, at the bottom side of the school. So
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I have the students that I know that they are like in geography or math or every other lesson, and they are like playing with the bot, and I'm about like going to tell them, hey, I know you're in the exam, come on, but the thing is, they go there with the airport. Even if they're not
Thousand percent.
in this, if they're not in your store, they will go back because they are bored. And you are giving them something that they already have in their phones, and they don't have to download it.
It's to me, it's like the ultimate way to just keep your brand in your customers' hands. And I'm not
Not
talking
only in
about
the pocket, not only in the pocket, in the hands.
exactly, and I'm not talking about how Ralph Lauren Polo likes to send me a text like every week saying 20% off. That's not brand. That's sales. That's advertising. That's spammy. And it's hard to not come across, I think, spammy if your only communication is text message, for example, or email. If that's your only way, that could you can't tell a story. You can't have all the fun that we can have in Facebook Messenger. And I think that you've mastered the ability to showcase a brand and what they're about instantly within that messenger experience. And I think that's the future of all digital marketing, period. It will be conversational, it will be fast, and it will be convenient, and it will be full of surprises. And I think that the fact that when I was making my first chatbot games back in January based off like Giphy gifts and the games of chance, I never considered keeping track of what the consumer chose as far as like did they choose rock or paper or scissors, did they choose hit the home run hard, hit the home run long, like I never chose that. And we went through this. She schooled me, guys. She taught me the things today. Why would knowing an answer of a
Yeah, it's
user be
important.
important? And then let's
Yeah, it
let's
is.
let's jump right into your screen when you're ready, but tell me why
Okay,
that's even important.
okay. I have my, well, like a labyrinth. I don't know how to say it. It's like a little bit messy here. Well, I think you can share now. I don't know if
Cool.
you can.
Let's get that screen right on here. Boom. Look at that, guys. Shout out to Restream. We are doing it. And let's hide this. And I'm going to hide myself. This is all eyes on you and your screen.
Well, let's. I can see myself, and I cannot see what you're seeing, but I see only the that
Perfect. Yep. This
I'm
is
working.
great.
Okay.
This is great.
Okay. We have the hello. I will need a player ID.
Mm-hmm.
If we are having a leaderboard, I need to ID. What what I'm doing here is the email because that make it.
Oh, Wendy, you there? Let's see here. Turn her screen off. Can you hear? Can you hear us? Wendy? It looks like her signal might need to refresh. Let's see if we can refresh this wonderful restream stream here. Let's see what we can do. Yeah. One moment. We're gonna send this link back over to Wendy so we can get her back on here. She's right in the middle of dropping bombs. So boom, we'll send her that link again and get her back. And what she's gonna show you guys with her extremely advanced funnel is how you allow a user, and when we say a user, what we mean is your customer who's talking to your Facebook Messenger, we allow them choices. From those choices, different customer journeys happen. That could be something like a game, rock, paper, scissors. That could be something like, we'll probably show you live here in a little bit. Hopefully we can get Wendy back. We'll probably show you what the last game we were talking about was. It's a coin flip. And in essence, we're going to have a user choose heads or tails. We're going to have a fun GIF play for you guys. And then randomly, we'll see the outcome, which will either be heads or tails. And then we'll give them a chance to play again. So while Wendy is getting her connection back, I think it might be fun to just go ahead and show you guys how this is done. And when she's back, I'll make sure I buzz her in. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. This is Tap the Table here, guys, where I'll make the screen where you can see. And actually, we'll make this one big here. And then we'll make it where you don't need to see me. All right, so we're in the marketing section of Tap the Table. And what we're going to do, guys, while we wait for Wendy, is we're going to make our own coin flip game. And it's going to be fun. We're going to enter our funnel builder where we do have her rock, paper, scissors game. I'm not going to explain that. We'll wait for her to get back. We're going to make a coin flip game. Coin flip. Here we go. It's going to be super fast and easy. We're going to go to our advanced funnel builder view. And we're going to simply say, typing for 2 seconds here, add some text. Yo, first name, choose heads or tails. Easy as that, right? We're going to add a quick reply here. We're going to call it heads. And then here, we're going to call this one tails. And we're going to spell it correctly. Okay, and let's make this extra fun and add some GIFs. We're going to go to Giphy here. And let's search for coin flip. Let's see what we got. You know what? I actually searched this one earlier. Giphy kind of sucks sometimes when you're searching things. But you know who doesn't suck? Google. So we're going to say coin flip. And then the trick here is we're going to go straight over to GIFs. Where's my GIFs at? Images. Where's the GIFs? They've moved it on me. We'll just type here GIF. Animated coin GIF. Let's see here. Tools. Here we go. Here we go, guys. Size, type, GIF. There, that's what we want. All right, so this one will just flip. This one's going to be the first step. So we're gonna save this as coin flip. I'm gonna save it right to my desktop. Then we're gonna say coin flip GIF heads. And here we go. This one will say heads. Perfect. Heads. And let's also find one for tails. Hope Wendy can come back. She's going to explain the real fun games with that. We need one for tails. So this is going to say tails, I'll bet. Yep. Bam. Save the image here. Saving it as a GIF. It's tails. Perfect. So back over to our funnel. Guys, this is like so easy. And you can solve a lot of problems with this game. I'll bet you. So what we've got going on is we're going to then have another send message bubble here. Let's call this the flip. Right? And so they're going to choose heads. They're going to choose tails. They're going to the same place. They don't even know it. Image. And let's go here to, let's see, I said it on the desktop, didn't I? Here's the coin flip. Boom. Oh, we got Wendy back. Let me finish this up real quick, and then she's going to explain the real flow. We're going to upload our image here that I just saved. Here's the coin flip. Open her up. Perfect. So heads or tails, it's flipping. It's flipping. What we're going to do is then hit a randomizer. So the next step, let's add a little, you know what, let's add a little typing action here to make it just the anticipation build. 2 seconds, flip. We're going to go to the randomizer. And then it's this easy, guys, because like I've always said, I build stuff basic. Less is more, basic bots. That's what I do. When I bring Wendy back up here, her flow is going to like blow your mind. I swear to you guys. You're not going to believe when you, I'm almost done. When you see this versus hers, you're going to think like, well, Ryan, this should be Wendy's show because obviously she's smarter than you. Like her thing looks way harder. They're both great. This just works for me. I think we don't need to add a Giphy here. We've already saved it. Come on, Ryan, get with the program, man. So let's upload our, let's see, which one did I choose here? This is going to go to, oh, it doesn't matter because it's random. We're going to go tails here. Okay. Let's make sure I upload it actually and give it time to upload, Ryan. Come on, bro. Tails here. Perfect. And then this one will be heads. Okay. Come on. Let's go. Perfect. Image. Upload. Heads. Perfect. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give one button to go back and play again. I'm not going to give anything else. That easy. So in this case, we're just going to add the button here. Play again. Play again. Save. And play again. Boom. Alright, and what we do here is just reconnect these bad boys. So play again goes here, back to the starting step. Boom, back to the starting step. And now we've shown you this rinky-dink funnel right here. Rinky-dink. Like easy, small, 1, 2, 3, nothing. Now we're gonna bring the the game queen back up here, and she's gonna show y'all a real funnel. Wendy, are you there, Wendy? Let's, oh, there she is. There's, what up,
Yeah,
Wendy?
I live in Mexico,
Man,
so
I
my
was like,
internet is
oh
not that good.
no. It's all good. Were we hear you just fine? See you just fine? I just showed everyone how to make the most basic little baby funnel ever. Like
As well.
compared to your funnels, like they're all gonna just laugh, right? So I'm gonna like get ready to share your screen if you
Okay.
will, and then what I'll do is I'll hide my stuff, and then you're gonna show people like what a real funnel looks like. Okay?
Okay. Let's hope that I don't go away. I don't know if you were able to see because I was like explaining and then I just
No, it's gone. I was like, oh well, she's got you're stuck like
oh
I think, or at least it was on mine. Hopefully, it wasn't like just on mine. So I'm gonna delete this one. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen here. I'm gonna get you to share your screen.
okay, and here we are.
Boom, rocking
Okay,
and rolling. I'm gonna hide myself so your screen is the spotlight. Back
okay.
on
Well,
you.
I think I was here when I froze or something.
I think
Okay,
we saw very little, so we might have to. And we got some new joiner people that have joined. So guys,
okay.
look at the
Woo.
difference here. I had like four blocks, four of them. You have just like got like an entire brain going on here, and it's
Okay.
very smart and very cool. So guys, pay attention.
Okay, well, the first thing is to say hello to the user, right? And I have this condition here to know if I already have the player ID.
Hmm.
For my case, I have chosen to have an email as player ID because it was easier and better for me because that was a way to make them a little bit more customized.
Hmm.
If the user does not have gave me their ID, their email, that will be their ID, that also will help me later to keep in touch with that person because now I have their mail. And I will ask them for the email, right?
Perfect.
Next
And
thing,
we can do a lot of things once we have that email, guys. I'm telling you,
yeah,
like we're just getting in to play the game, and to have that score be kept and tracked, and you gotta have association with something, and it doesn't have to be email. It could also be something like SMS, right?
yeah, it can be the phone number, and you can send them an SMS to just to confirm. You know, I can have like a confirmation step here where I send them an email and they click, and now it's working. But it's I wanted to keep it simpler.
Hmm.
Let's keep it simple,
Keep it simple, silly.
okay? And once they give me their email, I want to send this information to Google Sheets. Right now, we'll send that if this person most likely will have 0 points. Okay, but we will send what is name, the email, and I will have the picture. I want those three things at least: email, name, and the picture. Okay, because I'm making the leaderboard. So the first thing that this person will be doing right now is to choose which one you want. You know, I
And
use
I love, I just
when
gotta stop. I love how she's got the little pictures in there, little emojis. Like, it's so good, guys. And it's so fun to see people in your messengers as business owners or as Facebook or social media managers, community managers, to see the people, your customers, playing rock, paper, scissors, or playing a quiz. Shout out to Patricia from GyroTrack and Danielle, obviously, the whole GyroTrack crew, Jennifer, Patricia. I actually went to dinner with those guys, with the wife and I last weekend. They have the most fun quiz games of all time. And like you have these like lumberjacks out here in the United States playing these games, trying to get 100% correct. And if they don't get 100%, I force them to go back and play again, or they don't go forward. And so they're like, "Oh, play again." And so all day long, Patricia, with her wonderful French accent, she's just like, "Oh, they play this game and they play again and again." And I'm like, "Yes,
yeah,
Patricia." And they're buying very expensive equipment. So I digress. Back to the
yeah,
fun part of the building, right?
and we were talking about it. They are playing with this, and this means that the window, the 24 hours window, is still open. We're making it
Exactly.
bigger. We're making it bigger because they are coming back. And as I was telling you,
Hmm.
I have some of my students coming back to play even when they are not at my school is music school. So when they are in the regular school, they are in between classes, and they are. I can imagine them like playing
Playing the game.
between yeah between
Because they
the
have the
lessons.
leaderboard. The leaderboard changes everything, guys. I mean, the games
Yeah,
themselves are great, but the leaderboard is where you can
yeah,
have your
you can
trivia or whatever game you've got going on for a week, a whole day, a week, a month, whatever, right? And there's no limit, whatever they want.
you can do it that way.
So
So
smart.
what I do that Ryan doesn't like to do is I save it's I save the answer, you know? Because in my
Smart way to
case,
do it.
I do need to know what have the user chosen to know if they win or they have lose or if we have a draw. Okay? That's the reason why I save it. So you will see like if they choose these emojis, it will send them
Hmm.
to rock. You know? Very simple like you. Next thing I will do that you can consider as a separate step is I have
Hmm.
this randomizer that I don't care what the user have chosen. I'm not cheating here. Okay, I'm just choosing in a random way, and you can see that it's like pretty even. I choose
Hmm.
what the bot
Completely
will,
random.
what the bot will choose. you know.
Mm-hmm.
They will choose like a normal person choose. And let's to keep it simple, I will only show this part. Okay,
Yes, it will condense it, right? Yeah, so just keep
just
this
need to make
piece.
it to make it easier. I have to check if the user input was rock, scissors, paper, and that way I can know if it's rock.
Up.
I win. I am the bot, so if I win, or if the user win. If the user win, I will give them a point. Well, this is
So
my game,
good.
so I give them 1 point because I want
So
to
good.
give them one. And the same thing will be happening with any of the choices. Why do I have it 3 times? Because something that Ryan was telling me that it's too big. Well, it's not too big. It's what I need it to be. Because if they choose something, well, if I choose rock, I have 3 options. Either they win, either I win, or we have a draw. And
Mm-hmm.
it's not the same if I had chosen scissors or if I have chosen paper. It's
Exactly.
different. That's the reason I need this. And I have chosen to have like a safety, like I have an error when it's none of the above. I have an error and I send them back. It's like a seatbelt.
So
And
smart. So smart.
what happens when I have this point? Well, the first thing I do is to clean the user input. What's the user input? Well, let's go back. It's
Such a good
whatever
explanation.
whatever the user have chosen. Why? Because I don't want any error to come back and bite me. So I clear it here, and then I will choose. I want to know, is it a new player or not? How do I know if it's a new player? Well, because once I send information to the Google Sheet, I tag them. If the user have gave me the email before, then it will be passing. But I wouldn't have this person in the Google Sheet, and I need to know if this person is already in the Google Sheet because I have to choose either I insert a row or I update.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have to send or to insert a row, and I have update. And my next step will be to have them here. I have a resource step. Why? Because I have the option to finish the game, see the scores, or to keep playing just right away. I don't ask them to play again. I just give them the options in the head. It will happen in front of them.
It makes perfect sense.
If they sorry,
No, it makes perfect sense. Yep.
yeah, I stop 1 step, and if they say like let's stop the game, finish the game, I will give them okay, see you soon, and I give them the chance to see the scores and to play again. Okay? I want them to see the scores because that way I can have them playing again and again because they will see like, oh, there's another person who already has this amount of points. And if we go to see the leaderboard, you will see that I'm telling the user how many points they have,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm getting I'm using the Google Sheet action to generate a dynamic gallery. And I'm telling the user every time you win, you get a 1 point. What should we do next? Finish the game, or we can keep playing.
It's so smart, guys. I played it. I don't know how many times I played it. I probably you're an admin of this page, obviously. That well, our mini pages on TTT that we make these funnels for. I probably annoyed the crap out of you. I was playing it so many times. I was like, how random is this going to be? How? And guys, she made a great point when I was first when she first showed me this funnel because she's the one that created this thing and it's what I wanted to happen the whole time with TTT. I wanted to just get excited and pumped up to see the things that people could create and make and use to make money and make their customers happy and make the whole ecosystem and the world a better place, to be honest with you. I know that sounds crazy. This is the kind of thing that can do all of that in a bag of chips. And when I was thinking of the concept, I think of just such a linear path, and I think of such an A and B scenarios. But what rock paper scissors is for example, it's okay. For rock paper scissors, for example, it's like A, B, and C equation, right? And so that is the way that I thought of the condition block inside of Tap the Table. And she said, well, I need a C option, Ryan. You have A and B, great. I need a C and a D and an E. And I'm like, how advanced do you want this thing? Because and typically First of all, most of you restaurants don't get afraid. You will never ever have to build anything like this ever. This is given to you. You just install it. You're done. There's nothing to do, right?
Well,
Like
the
for the most
leaderboard
part.
will
For the
need
leaderboard, you're gonna have to talk to Wendy, right?
yeah, it's kind of harder that way because you have to integrate your own Google Sheet there, so it needs some hands.
So I want to show you this one, Wendy. While were away, I did do the little coin flip game, and this one's the basic one. I'm not saving your stuff here, but I'm gonna send you this link, and let's
Okay.
see. Or actually, should I send it to you, or should I just display it on my screen? Totally up to you.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, I cannot see what everybody's seeing because if
oh,
I
got
move,
you, got you. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close your screen really quick. I'm gonna take the spotlight off of that, and
okay.
I'm going to turn that bad boy off, and I'm gonna turn my other screen on. So I'm gonna show you guys like how this whole thing will work. So here's my screen. We're sharing all the screens, guys. And in this case, I'll make the spotlight on this bad boy. So again, what we have here is a really, really basic, basic funnel compared to that beast of a leaderboard
Well, you have
thing.
two options there only, so that
And
makes it
exactly when you do have, because I don't have a third option here, made Wendy's job real hard. She was able to achieve it. She was able to make the job, complete. But that A, B, and there's a C option that needs to potentially be there, Ryan. So I don't have to do all the things. Consider it done. So check this out, guys. What we have here is our starting step. We've got some typing going on for 3 seconds. Yell first name. Choose heads or tails. Heads or tails is selected. And then we've got the randomizer here. And you know what I do want to add? Just to make it fun. And I do really like the little delay here. I'm going to add a 2 second delay before we provide the answer.
you
And what
just
this
want
is
to
doing,
torture them.
I just want to make them want to play again. I want to make them have fun. And
Yeah.
I really started doing this with gifts way back in January of this year, and it really made a difference for me. And let's try it out, guys. We're gonna try this thing out. I'm gonna close out this message here. So I already have it on the screen here, but let's just go ahead. I'm gonna hit it again anyways. Publish. I'm always in the habit of publishing and previewing things. Preview. Now I've got the success message. Boom. I just heard the ding. You heard the ding on my phone, I think, probably. So boom, here I go here. I'm gonna go and say tails.
You can go to Messenger so you can speak,
Oh,
or
make it even bigger. Yeah. So
or
open it
zoom
up.
it, or
And you
just
guys,
take a
did you
zoom.
guys see this, guys? By the way, let's see
Because
if I
I
can.
think
Do you
our
see this? The
faces are
new
in the way.
messenger. Do you see the new messenger for Mac?
I don't
Right.
have a Mac, so I don't.
Oh, yeah, I guess it won't appear if you don't have
I'm
the
a
Mac.
PC.
But like, I'm interested to check that out. I'm not gonna do it yet. Not while I got it live because it might screw up. But I will open up in Messenger. I think that's safe enough.
Yeah, let's see what
Let's
else
see
you have in
here.
Messenger.
Plenty of stuff, I'm sure. All right, so here we go. Play again. All right, boom. All right, here we go. So heads or tails, let's play again. I chose, let's see, what am I going to choose? What am I going to choose? I'm going to choose heads this time. Let's see, am I going to get heads or tails? What do we think? Heads. What's it going to be? Bum, 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 bum. Tails, I lost. Dang it. And so basically, guys, with the way Wendy has things, the chatbot will know. The chatbot will know what you chose, and maybe it does something. Maybe if you like lose so many times, like you lose 3 times in a row, maybe they instantly
Yeah,
here's a
they will,
thought, sends you a coupon. Like, oh, lost
or
3 times.
send a bully
You know,
around. You know, it can be a
there you
little bit bully.
go. Exactly. I think there's just so many fun things that can be done. I
Or
love gifts.
or even
Yep. Go ahead.
you can not give them the choice of the at the beginning, just like
Yeah.
toss the coin, and you can have like the option to make it like, okay, I don't know what to eat, and I have we were
Exactly.
talking about it, you know, when you're going out with your girl and the girl never knows what to eat,
Hmm. It's.
or you
I
don't know
think
what
that will
dessert.
solve the. I think this has solved so many problems. It's like you don't always have the coin in your pocket. You always have your phone in your pocket. I think it could be fun. I think that. What if you had truth or dare? That would be a fun one.
Yeah,
You know,
we
the
can do
any
a truth of that, and we can
she's
have like,
already ready to make it. Yeah, you've
yeah,
already
yeah,
like figured it
earlier.
out in your head. You're like, yep,
Yeah,
You just said it
I'm
like
thinking of the
22 seconds
questions
ago.
for true, and I questions like and the theirs that we can have inside them.
So fun. I think that seriously, I think that trivia, like having trivia available with a leaderboard is amazing. What if, like because Tap the Table is a platform, y'all. Some people think that Tap the Table is mini chat for some reason. I think that's funny. It's not. It's its own thing. I want to say like it would be amazing if I'd have to get opt-ins obviously from each client I wanted to participate, but if it could be a thing built into the funnel, like how fun would it be to have a national or even international leaderboard for a certain trivia. Like in the United States. Shout out to Lauren Wiggins. Lauren Wiggins, by the way, she's an
You
awesome
can.
blogger and writer for the ChatBot blog. But Lauren Wiggins used to do a Geeks Who Drink podcast in Atlanta.
Oh, imagine the rock scissors papers, but Big Bang Theory way, like with Lizard and Volcano, and I don't know what they had.
Telling you, man, like there could be so much fun to be had. And this is something that I saw a huge mistake with a large national wine chain. Well, not a chain, but a brand, a huge wine brand. Took like 10 months to build the chat bot, cost like 150 grand. It sucked, it was terrible. And it had no branding at all. It was just like, here's our crap. Here's choices. I shared that one. It's kind of infamous. I shared that one in a couple groups. And
Yeah, I
people
think I
like
saw it.
ripped it apart. I mean, ripped it apart, but it deserved to be ripped apart. And like I hit up the builder because I know him. And I was like, hey, still hasn't responded. That's okay. They should have used TTT. It could have had been done in 5 minutes. But the branding piece to me is so fun. Like in the piece where I randomly found a GIF of the heads or tails flip, that should totally be the person that belongs to
A
the company.
waiter with the uniform from the restaurant can be.
How like that is when you're really getting it. Like imagine you see the person that just serves you. Like you tap the table, then boom, that server that gave me the thumbs up, was that her? Was that him? Like who does that? It's the little things, guys. I think that's a thing they say. It's the little things, right? And in some
Yeah,
cases, it's the big things like a leaderboard. That's huge.
yeah, and you can have the leaderboard even if it's not the same bot. What I mean is, okay, some brands use different bots for different locations, and if they do, it can all be there in a single database and share the leaderboard with all of them. So
1,000%.
yeah,
Now, there's one other huge deal that I really, really wanted to talk about, and Wendy has agreed to help me demonstrate this for the first time ever live. This is something, guys, that I'm going to put the focus on me for the first time. I'm sorry. I am so, so pumped to announce not only do we have the Google Sheets integration solid, and you don't need no third-party app to accomplish the thing. Everything's built in, like everything. You don't need anything else. I've got the biggest news for restaurants. KDS is here. Only in Tap the Table. You will never have a KDS. I won't say never. I will. I mean, I do plan on just owning the whole restaurant market here in chatbot world. If you're in chatbots, you need to use Tap the Table. And if you're not using Tap the Table, you need to DM me. I will hook you up with a really good deal to all the builders out there that watch this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen and show you guys what a KDS is. It is a kitchen display system. It will revolutionize, mark my words, 5 to 10 years. Everyone's going to follow the biggest restaurants in the world, McDonald's and Burger King and these fast food places, the ones that make billions of dollars, those ones, they're all using a system similar. I happen to think Tap the Table's the best. A little bias. Kitchen display systems, they kick your printer an infinite cost of paper rolls for that, the thermal rolls, kick that cost to the curb, man. KDS is here, and you can only have a KDS system again with Tap the Table. I'm going to show you guys how it works. Wendy is going to help me. We are going to show this screen here. Boom, where's it at? Here it is. Guys, this is the order section of Tap the Table. I'm going to show you exactly like step by step. Wendy, if you won't mind, go ahead and get ready to order one of the two
sure.
items that I have available. Like this is, I actually did this demo for a guy, for a huge POS company called Spot On. Shout out to Bill. Bill Beisinger's the man. But this is a Tap the Table, guys. When you visit Tap the Table, the first thing that you see is the analytics tab. You're gonna see, do I have orders? Has Facebook made me any money today at all? In this case, Facebook's made me some money. I have at least one order here, made $3.75 so far. I've actually got more orders in there, but they're not all processed. Here in the orders section, ladies and gentlemen, you'll find the orders. Easy peasy, right? All is well. Wendy and myself and Gary, shout out Gary. We've made test orders today, the past couple days since I've been working on the kitchen display system. And now, guys, I'm going to show you for the first time ever how it works. This is the KDS, the kitchen display system. Guys, we see the orders on our screen from oldest to newest. Shout out to Scott from Stoner's Pizza, who introduced this whole concept to me to begin with, because I was so pumped that Tap the Table had the internal ability to ding automatically when orders are placed and print to any printer there is. Like if it prints, Tap the Table will print to it, right? This is going to take the restaurant industry by storm. You don't need the printer anymore. You don't need the paper rolls anymore. You'll never lose a ticket. No, you'll keep track of the orders that have been made and not made and have been sent out and then not been sent out. And we're going to demonstrate that. So if you don't mind, Wendy, what I'd love to do is see if I don't know if we can do this or not. I would love to see if I could share your screen. We'll have 4 screens
Okay.
ready to roll. It would be pretty gangster. Let's see if we can. Oh, you're ready to roll. Here we go. I'm going to turn her screen on. Boom. And I'm going. Oh, I don't want to highlight it here. Let's see. Here we go. Look at that. Oh man. This right here. Restream. Don't fail us. This is going to be big. Let's get this caption off of the screen. And we're going to test this thing. This is like intense. I need some James Bond music or some like just boom, boom, like something happening here. If Kelly, she'd just be pressing buttons, making all sorts of rap music pop off for me. Like she's the best.
I don't
So
have any music. Sorry.
me neither. Like, here we go though. Like I'm so pumped to see this. What we want to happen, guys, is Wendy will place an order here. I took the photo of these ships with Bill Bysinger, like I guess I said from Spot On, in the restaurant here in Bluffton. I was like, Bill, this is how easy it is to like put things on the table to sell them. Took the picture of the food that we were eating right there. So go ahead. Boom, she's just made the purchase, right? Here we go. Continue shopping. She's adding stuff to her cart, blah, blah, blah. All right, here we go.
And I want a different shape. I love the name.
And every time that she's adding to her cart, guys, the restaurant manager or the server, they know they're getting updated every single time. This is where it's at. In this case, we'll go ahead and check out. We know the things as they happen. And let's use perfect. Boom, boom. Look at that autofill. Kind of important, right? Easy peasy. Oh, boom, boom. Are y'all hearing these dings, man? A few There it is. It just happened. So right here, guys, I want to put the screen right. The spotlight is going on the KDS. A few seconds ago, Wendy's order right here. Here's her order. It's in there. Now, do you hear the dinging? This is insane, right? You ready for this? Can you hear the dinging? Please keep dinging. It's dinging right there, guys. Do y'all see how hype I get about this? It does not exist. Mini chat cannot do this. Shout out to Will. I'm going to teach people things, whether you like it or not, my friend. You keep doing your thing, and I'm going to keep doing mine. I'm going to do mine. I'm going to tell them to get on my level. What I'm going to tell y'all to do is check this out. When we're in the order section here, clicking that is the only thing that we're wanting to do here. We're going to accept this order. Bam. Thank you, Wendy. She's just ordered here. So good, guys. KDS. What happened? This thing right here is processing now. And then to complete that process, we're going to send Wendy's stuff straight onto her. Conclude. Boom. So good. So good. And then we check the KDS. Gone. Just like it should be. I'll tell you what, I am hyped. Wendy, you're going to have to tell him, man. This right here, this is how you do it. Really, really, really. So, guys, that was the first time ever that you've ever seen the KDS. How fun. Let's get all these screens off of here. There's so many screens. Boom. And then we'll take this one off. Boom. How do you like that? Okay, let's make sure the sound goes off here. Good to go. Hype. I just Guys, I love my stuff, man. Restaurants love it too. Other industries are loving it too. Wendy's got more fun tricks up her sleeve, I'm sure. What else do you have planned for the rest of the year, Wendy? And going into 2020? I know we talked about it a little bit last time, but you got more fun tricks. I just know you do.
Well, I am still working on the new school that I want to open, but I'm working on new games because we were talking about it. Parents anyway will hand out the phone to the kid, or teens will be getting out the phone when they are on the table waiting for the food. So that's happening anyway. So why not to use that action in favor
Hmm.
of your clients that are the restaurants? So
Why
use it.
not? That is the question. Why not? Actually, you know what? I've got my man, the CEO of Walletly. Let's see if I can get a deal up on here. I'm told a deal. I said, listen, man, I love Walletly and the whole product you've created. It's a really cool thing. Be a guest on my podcast. And he said, sure, anytime. So I said, don't tell me that, man. I'm going to send you a link. So I put it out there, Dealy. You get on here with me, man. It means you're the real OG, right? He's got a permanent invite, just as you do, Wendy. Just as so many of, if you've ever been on this show, you're welcome back anytime. I'll tell you that right now. I think that we've totally blown people's minds tonight. I think that we've got a lot more mind blowing to do, lots more games to be made. I think that we could eventually have a whole section in the Tap the Table funnel starters of just games. I think we could even have games for more specific to the kids and more specific to the parents. Maybe it's a date night game. Trivia, that's for sure.
Yeah. And we
Trivia
can
is for
make it
sure.
as easy to have like the questions inside a Google Sheet, so you can like the owner can move it, and it can be done a lot of. But yeah, you will need ones that work like plug and play. That
Plug and play all day,
yeah,
right?
the people don't have to mind other than connect the bottom to the funnel, and you can have some a little bit more complex that will need some hands on.
100%. I think that there's so much unlocked potential, and I can't wait to see what more of you builders make. I can't wait to see more restaurants just plug and play and succeed. Plug in, play, and sell your products and services. I know that Sally from Tio's was talking to me earlier, right before, when we were on, and she wants to sell her products on Tap the Table. I think that's fantastic. I mean, excuse me, not her products, her merchandise. Right, she owns Tio's Latin American Kitchen. It's an amazing restaurant. That's my chef. If he's watching that, he'll dig what I just said there. It'll be funny. He'll laugh. It's a big joke that we have. But she has the idea she wants to sell her t-shirts and apparel on there. And she's got the coolest staff uniforms I think I've ever seen. I mean, they're just awesome. They don't
Oh,
even look like uniform shirts. You would, I
yes.
promise you, whenever they're out, I'll buy some myself and mail some out to you guys because they're awesome.
Yeah, I saw the burrito, the baby. It
Yes,
was so cute.
Sally, Chef Lenny, you have people all over the world watching the ChatBot podcast, congratulating you for that little burrito of yours. That thing got a lot of likes. That thing, that cute little baby. Well, listen, Wendy, it has been such a blast. It always is to have you on this show. We could just talk about bots all day and all night, but I have more work to do. The KDS system is my baby. I love it. I don't know if I could top that, but I have one more trick up my sleeve. I'm going to try to bust it out before the end of the year. Got to talk to the developers, and we'll see what we can do. In the meantime, Wendy, I'm gonna use all the money I can in the budget left to get more games done. She's not cheap, guys, but you get what you pay for. Do you want a cheap game that no one cares about, or do you want a good game that people keep coming back into play? Like, if you want something basic, I'll provide that. But if you want the cool thing that does more, this is who you need to talk to, Wendy. Thank you so much for being a guest, and we hope to have you back
Oh,
on the
thank you
show
for
soon.
inviting me again.
Well,
Yeah,
thank
and
you
we
so
have
much.
to talk more frequently.
100% we will. And apologies to all the people that I just haven't got back with lately. Lawrence is one, man. I'm sorry, bro. It's just 120,000 miles an hour every day, 365 days a year. It's just how I have to do it in this bot, right? I need like 10 bots for my personal life, and then I could actually be on time for things. But Wendy, again, thank you so much. We will have you back on the show soon. And guys, thank you again for watching. I tried to get a dealie on here. See, I'll do it, man. Y'all don't try on me. You want to say you want to be on the show? I'll get you on the show. We'll have some fun. I'm gonna go ahead and call out Josh Fletcher. the API master. You're next, dude. Come on. Tomorrow morning we have got Rutger. Rutger, my man. I wanted to have him on maybe 2 months ago, and we just got so into talking to each other about chatbots and about this and about that, like totally ran out of time before he even got a chance to say his first word live. So, in the morning, Rutger, my man, all the way from out there in the Netherlands, will be joining us, and I hope you will be too. Guys, thank you for watching. I hope you all had a great weekend, and I hope you have a wonderful week. See you next time in the morning, a couple hours from now. Peace.